I was doing laundry. And I kept seeing this girl from my French class. I was like, hey, you from my class? She was like, yeah, hey. And we just kind of awkwardly smiled at each other, and then went to our separate washers. It was a few weeks later. And I was in the laundry room again, and I saw her again, and I was like, hey, you're from my class, right? She was like, yeah, laughing a little bit because she recognized me. You come here often? I was like, yeah, whenever I have a bunch of laundry to do. She was like, same. And then we started talking about how we both had a lot of laundry and how annoying it was. And then we started making jokes and stuff. So it was pretty cool. And then one night I was in the laundry room again, and she was there, and we were joking around, and we were having fun, and then she finished her stuff, and she was leaving, and I was like, hey, do you want to hang out sometime outside of class? She was like, yeah, I'd like that. And then we made plans to go get some crepes the next day. So it was pretty cool that we met in the laundry room. And then we ended up going on this date, and it was super fun. We went to this outdoor market, and then we got these giant crepes. And they were really good. We walked around and talked, and joked, and then we got some gelato, and it was really, really nice. It was a perfect day. Afterwards, she walked me back to my apartment, and we said our goodbyes. And then we went our separate ways. But it was really nice getting to know her outside of class. And it was nice that we had that connection already from being in the same class, and then having that connection grow into something more. The next day in class, I was sitting there and she was sitting in front of me, and every time she would turn around, I would catch her eye and we would smile at each other. And then she would go back to taking notes. And I would go back to taking notes, but then after class, I went up to her, and I was like, hey, do you want to go grab some coffee or something? She was like, yeah, sure, why not? So we went to this little cafe nearby, and we sat outside and we talked, and it was really nice. We talked about school and our lives and where we're from and what we like to do, and it was really nice getting to know her better, and I could tell that she liked me too because she was smiling a lot, and she was looking at me a lot, and she was touching my arm a lot when we were talking, and it was really cute. Then after we finished our coffee, we walked around the city a little bit. And then we stopped at this little park, and we sat on this little bridge. And we started making out, and it was really, really nice. I mean, I couldn't believe that this girl from my French class was now kissing me. And it was so cool. And then afterwards, we went back to my apartment, and we watched some movies, and we cuddled, and it was perfect. I couldn't have asked for a better night. The next morning I woke up and she was still sleeping, and I just wanted to make her breakfast in bed. So, I got up and I went to the kitchen and I made her some toast with avocado, and then I brought it to her, and she woke up and she was like, oh, this is so cute, thank you. And then she ate it and she was like, this is so good. And then she gave me a big hug and a kiss. And it was perfect. Then we got ready and we left our apartment and we went to the outdoor market again to get some fresh fruit, and then we went home and we made a fruit salad and we watched some movies. And it was just a chill day. And it was nice. Then when she was leaving, she turned around and she was like, hey, do you want to come with me to this little cafe near my apartment? My treat. And I was like, sure, why not? So we went to her apartment building, and then we went to the cafe, and we sat outside and we talked, and it was really nice. And then when it was time to say goodbye, she was like, hey, do you want to come over to my place? We can watch some movies and stuff. And I was like, yeah, sure. So we went back to her apartment, and we cuddled, and we watched movies, and it was perfect. Then the next morning I woke up, and she was still asleep. And I just wanted to surprise her. So I got up, and I went to the kitchen, and I made her some breakfast in bed, and then I brought it to her, and she woke up, and she was like, oh, this is so cute, thank you. And then she ate it, and she was like, this is so good. And then she gave me a big hug and a kiss, and it was perfect. Then we got ready and we left our apartment and we went to the laundry room to do our laundry. And it was like a full circle moment. Because that's where we met, and then we talked about how cute it was that we met in the laundry room, and then she folded my shirt and put it in my bag, and then she was like, you forgot this, holding up my shirt, and maybe my heart too. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Also, don't forget to subscribe for more videos like this. Thanks for watching.